like I said before, I will review the album In Our Lifetime by Marvin Gaye. Here it is, In Our Lifetime by Marvin Gaye. Marvin Gaye was one of the most influential musicians who ever lived. His music is still influential to many people. He's a hero, he's an icon, he's a legend. Marvin Gaye died on April Fool's Day, 1984 at the age of 44, just one day before his 45th birthday. Even though he died at a young age, he had been making music. At the time he died, he had been making music for over almost 25 years, with thanks to the success of Motown. Towards the end, there was some friction with him and Motown, and this was his last album with Motown before he left to a different recording studio or a different record company. This album is a combination of slow dance and fast dance, so it's a good album to play for parties. If you actually have like high school parties and if you have a record player, if you got Spotify, you should play the album In Our Lifetime by Marvin Gaye. My former high school teacher told me this. When you buy an album, don't try and listen to a handful of the songs, don't skip. Listen to the full album, just all the way. Like if it's a record, just keep letting it spin, or if it's a CD player, just keep playing it and listen to the full album completely, because that's what albums are meant for. Not to listen to a handful of the songs, just all the songs. He had a pretty frustrating time, Marvin, for the last half of his life. I mean, sure, he was, releasing big hits like What's Going On, Stubborn Kind of Fellow, Heard It Through the Grapevine, and Let's Get It On. But at the time when he released this album, he was going through some pretty difficult personal problems. He owed a lot of money to the IRS. Like, tax evasion, so to speak. That's what drug addiction will do to you. Despite his drug addiction, he still managed to record a great album. Besides the artsy cover, it has a good melody, kind of a good introduction song, I would say. The first song that you hear is kind of like a bit of a wake up and dance kind of, the minute you just plug in this album and that first song comes in on side one of this record, you're gonna be like, let's dance all of a sudden, then let's slow down. That's what albums intend to kind of do when I feel when I get them. You kind of start up happy and you're dancing, and then all of a sudden you slow down because it's like the album is over. You kind of get that feeling when you listen to them. Also, the song Heavy Love Affair, which is on side 2, the song Heavy Love Affair, it sounds exactly like his other song, Life's a Game of Give and Take. I'll put the links at the below this tape. Life's a Game of Give and Take and Heavy Love Affair. It has the same melody / sound in that song. So it's kind of because I heard the song Life's a Game of Give and Take before I heard about this album, and the minute I heard the song Heavy Love Affair, I was like, whoa, that sounds exactly like the song Life's a Game of Give and Take. So just so you know, you'll notice that when you hear these two songs side by side. Anyways, how will I rate the album? Absolutely amazing album. Love it. It's one of my favorite albums of the 1980s, released in 1981. If you are a record collector, get this album. Really good. Absolutely listen to the full album. That's what albums are meant for. You listen to them until they're over. So, that's all I'm going to say. That's all I had to say. Thank you. Stay tuned for my next album review. Mr. Blue's here for you. And my second album review, The Hunger, Michael Bolton.